What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle, and yes, this is my new YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe, hit the all notification bell, so whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something free. So make sure you subscribe, hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. I'm talking this one right here, King Hussle X1M, King Hussle Topic, the Hussle Family, King Hussle 2.0, Blachat Jones, Click Here to Laugh, and Hussle Nation Empire Productions. Also, make sure you follow me on all my real social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on all my videos, boom. All my social media platforms will pop up at the bottom. The first one will be my official IG, King Hussle X1 of mine. It's a lot of fake IGs out here buying fake followers and y'all thinking it's me. No. All you gotta do is follow all the links, and if you're still not sure it's me, either have them send a confirmation video or FaceTime, because if you're talking about money, I'm gonna FaceTime you before you get a chance to FaceTime me, or I'm gonna send you a video. So make sure you tapping in. And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only. I'm not telling anybody to go do anything, so let's get this started. So today, we're gonna be talking about the CPN King. And a lot of people is like, who the CPN King? Who's the CPN King? And if you were hip to my channels before, I talked about the CPN King and how the person who how do I put this? Let me see. The person who I heard about, who, did a lot of things with CPNs, and, it's a lot of stories behind him and how he made a lot of money, and, from mortgage fraud to loans to fake identities, identity theft, and just a lot of different things. So we're gonna be talking about the CPN King. So the CPN King was an older fella that was introduced through, how do I put this without incriminating myself? The CPN guy was introduced through the dark web, right? And you meet people, you develop relationships, because once you have a common interest, you have something to talk about, and you guys have a common interest in doing certain things, and you build a bond because you have a common ground. That's something you can talk about, you can relate to, so you build a bond. So boom. CPN King was a guy who understood CPNs. Like he understood like identity theft, he was good with Photoshop and making fake IDs, and he was into like the real estate business and things like that, and he owned a business and whatever. So he came to understand that with a CPN, just like anybody else that's learning about CPNs, you can do a lot of different things with them. Like, you can build a whole new entity from either bums on the street, meeting a bum on the street, because this whole thing was like, listen, okay, instead of building a CPN around my name, I need to build these CPNs around other people, right? So what he'd do is he'd go out of town, find these bums, and do fake like he doing little surveys and stuff, and just getting their information down, right? Paying them like $20 for them to do a fake interview and then get the information and stuff like that, right? So boom. So he'd be getting all these bums information, right? He'd do his research, and whichever one had the most and knew the most information, he'd use them. So he'd get this bum, and he'd be like, all right, let's get you together. Let's get you a haircut. Let's do this. Let's get you an ID. Let's do this and do that, right? So while he getting his ID, then getting himself together, he taking him in to get an ID. He using a virtual address or a drop address for the ID, for the address on the for the ID. So now this bum got an ID, right? In a clean shave, he brought some clothes, so now you look like a normal person in society, ID and everything, right? Get them together. So now this person can go start going in and applying for store credits, Home Depot, Walmart, Costco, things like that. Building inquiries on their credit, because you never know what that person had on their credit, what was their situation, and what happened, right? So boom. He's in the real estate business, and he sees that, okay, if I can go into these loan companies, and I guess it's all started from him messing up or having being off a number on the application. The person who was doing the loan used whiteout to white out the number and change the number that he needed so he can get approved for the loan. And once he seen that, he's like, okay. So all I had to do is make forged documents, use this CPN or use this person, and I can get loans. So now but this is what he's doing. Because a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people like, oh, I want to bust car. They do car cracking, right? A lot of people out here do car cracking. They find somebody and they who got these banks and they say you want to make 20,000, however much money. They're like, yeah. They're like, all right, let me deposit this check into your account. We're gonna split it, blah, 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 stuff like that. And they get however much clear and they stack it, do what they do, right? So what this person did, what he was doing is he thought he took it a couple of steps farther, right? So what he did was he said, okay, why not create this business and cash instead of just cashing regular checks? I can cash bigger checks if it's under a business and it's payroll checks. Meaning if I go in there with a $30,000 check, they're saying, why do you need the money? I need to pay payroll. I need to pay my employees. Like, you know, I have a business, I pay them all cash and it's payroll, right? So boom. And it actually worked a couple times. Like it worked. Like he had it down to the T so that he did his research on what banks to go to, what time of the banks to go to, what tellers to go to, and all that. So it never had a problem, right? So one day, I guess he went into a bank and I guess the check was like $37,000 or something like that. Yeah, $37,000. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it was $37,000, right? And he's trying to cash his check for payroll. So the teller goes in the back and tells the manager, like, hey, this guy's trying to cash his check for payroll. So, all right, we got to verify the check because it's so much. But the information that he gave them, for the fake information, the number, the phone was in his pocket. So he in the bank, they calling him. He at the desk, like the counter, they calling in the back. And the phone's ringing in his pocket. Boom, so he turns and he picks up the phone, like, it's like a movie. He picks up the phone and say, yeah. Because they was taking too long when he was about to run out. But they called him and they verified the information, blah, blah, boom, boom, boom. Police came, they asked him some questions and all that like that, boom, 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 boom. And I guess the police came, verified some information. And luckily they didn't catch him picking up the phone. He got the check, he got the money, whatever. But that was just like one of those close call times, right? So, but he's doing a lot of fraudulent information. Like he's doing a lot of fraud, and it's like every time he does fraud, it's like building like a case. It's building like an investigation, right? So he's with this chick. She's you know, and it always boils down to women, right? Women are always the downfall when it comes to this type of stuff or anything. When somebody's getting money and they feel entitled to something, they want more, and then they try to blackmail you. And that's always how it is. So I guess he was doing his thing. He going to Miami, renting the luxury cars, buying houses. And like at the end of the day, he'll probably make like 100, 200 in a month. But he was always spending the money, right? He's buying houses, buying luxury cars, and taking trips and doing this and doing that. So he's always spending the money. Like he probably had $100,000 or $120,000, $150,000 saved up. So, but he's doing millions and $1 million in fraud, right? So he's just doing all this fraud. So one day, I guess his lady got mad because he wouldn't give her X amount. She blackmailed him. Tipped the police. Now he had to go on a run. He's spending all this money trying to hide his identity. He getting plastic surgery. He doing this. He doing that. They stop messing around, but you know how guys is. They eventually go back to the girl. So he eventually go back to the girl while he on the run after she called the police on him. That's the dumbest thing you can do. I would have been scared. Because at the end of the day, okay, is she gonna willing to call the police on you before you didn't be in a situation? What makes you think she won't call the police on you to get caught? And then if you on a most wanted list, they gonna put out a reward for your capture. So you think she's not gonna do something to get some money? Chicks are deceiving, man. So eventually he got caught. He went down. I think he got like 50 years for he did, because they charge you for every time he committed identity theft, they charged him. Every time he did something, they charged him. Every time everything was a charge. It was like over 100 counts. But he played out, so he wouldn't get the death penalty and all that. But The CPN King, man, I can honestly say, made over $5 million. Easy. And that's just off seeing certain things or hearing certain things and just, you know, being around or hearing certain stories. So, and I tell this story because it's a lot of people who want to do a lot of things with CPNs and loans and credit cards and this and that. But what's your plan? And I'm not telling anybody to go do anything, but with anything that anybody's out there, what's your plan? With this fast money game, with this quick money, thousands of dollars and all that, you making all that money, what's your plan? What are you gonna do with that money? Because at the end of the day, saving money isn't gonna get you anywhere. People work very, very hard to save money when no one works hard to invest money. And the way you become blessed is because you invest. And when you invest, you become blessed. Why, make it make sense. Start investing. Start putting yourself in a position to make passive income. If he was investing that money into certain things that can make passive income and put it into the right people's names, he'll still have them businesses, he'll still have money coming in. But a lot of people just want to get money and drive fast and live the life that they see everybody else living. But you don't understand, a lot of people who you see living that lifestyle that you want to live, they worked hard for it. And they're still working hard for it to keep it. A lot of people want to be bosses, but it costs to be the boss. You got to pay people, a lot of money, payroll. You got to put people in a position to make money. And a lot of people are selfish and a lot of people are for self. A lot of people let women be their downfall. A lot of these stories that I tell, that I'm going to be telling, all ended bad because of a woman. And I'm not throwing any shade against women, but we all know the life in the game and how it goes. We just gotta make better decisions, put our money in a better spots, and we have a better life. It's your boy King Hussle. That's the CPN King story. I'm gonna be dropping more stories, more gems, more lessons, more sauce. Make sure y'all tapping in with me. Make sure y'all come and get y'all lessons. And let's get this clear right now. All the videos that I make on YouTube is for educational purposes only. It's for you to gain knowledge and learn certain things. But once you contact me in my inbox or DM me or anything, it's business. Be ready to have some money, no window shopping. I'm not giving anybody free lessons. I'm not giving anybody free nothing. This is about as free as it's gonna get right here. This is my business. Nothing in life is free. If you put yourself in my shoes, would you give anybody? If people like, man, if I was in your shoes, I'd be getting everybody, I'd give people free lessons. No, you would not. You would want your money too, because you gotta eat just like everybody else do. But then you don't do something somebody else wants you to do. Or you a fraud, you a scammer, you this and you that. And people, but it's cool. All positivity, all positive vibes. Shout out to all my Real Hustle Nation Empire fans. Shout out to all my Real Hustle Nation Empire family members. Shout out to all the haters, because at the end of the day, you still watching. Basic lessons, 600. Unlimited gems, 1200. In-person unlimited gems plus the cybersecurity lessons, $3,500. And prices will be going up soon. $500 deposit, $3,000 a person will be beat in person. It will be hands-on. I will be teaching you how to do everything. I will give you your documents that you need to do everything. I will put you on game. I will teach you how to do certain things so you can get approved for credit cards, loans, lines of credits. I will teach you how to make thousands of dollars a day off an iPhone. I will show you how to make passive income. I will show you how to get millions of dollars off business, credit, all that. You just gotta be willing to invest in yourself, because ain't nothing free in life. So make sure y'all tapping in with me. It's your boy King Hussle. I'm dropping more videos. Get ready. It's your boy King Hussle. I'm out of here. Peace.